Alright, well, I am in the woods at my local state park, and I'm, well, trying to metal detect, but I'm not really sure what I was expecting. First of all, I don't think there's anything here. I've been metal detecting in this little clearing here for a few minutes now, and there is absolutely nothing. Not even trash. Um, and second of all, other than this little clearing over here, if you look beyond that, it's all shrubs, and quite a bit of it's poison ivy. And I'm wearing shorts because it's about 80 degrees here in Ohio. That's a big deal. It's warm. So, I don't know. I'm gonna metal detect this clearing a little bit more and hopefully find something, but I doubt it. I made it to stick to metal detecting the paths. This is the first find of the day. I found it on this path right here. This is the main trail in the area that I'm in, because I gave up searching through the clearings because there's nothing there. You can see no more clearings, just path, and I found this. Again, don't really know what I was expecting. Take a look at that. Whoosh, dropped it. I think this is the first nickel I have ever found. And the Bounty Hunter Sharpshooter 2 actually identified it correctly as a nickel. Usually when it identifies nickels and things, I usually get those pull tabs. But this is the first nickel I've ever found. Let's see if I can clean it up to find the date. It's probably modern, but shoot. Flies are everywhere over here. One just went down my back. Hold on. I'm gonna have to clean this off and then I'll... Okay, so I stepped over here away from all the flies and I cleaned it off with my own saliva. I need a toothbrush to clean things off, but let's see if this focuses. It's not gonna. It says 1964, so it's a modern coin, but that's my first nickel, and it's all discolored. Look at that, it's like all oxidized. I didn't think nickel's oxidized, but anyway, first good find, and it's a nickel. This was a surface find. It was telling me it was a 10 cent piece. So, yep, 1981. This is an older penny. It's copper. So it wasn't showing up on the zinc penny. It was showing up as a 10 cent piece, which, if you'll remember from that other video when I had the coins laid out on my driveway, freaking fly, laid out on my driveway, you'll remember that the copper cent piece was always showing up as a 10 cent piece. So second find, this is a older penny. It's bent, all out of whack. It's kind of like a concave shape, but whatever. Penny. What the hell is wrong with my camera? So the reason there were so many flies was because that was a horse trail and there was poop everywhere. But now I'm back on the people trail and I'm not finding anything. Except for iron. There's apparently iron here. Even with my discrimination on, usually at about that setting, you can see it, but it's pointing at about the 10 or 10:30 position. And usually that gets most of the iron out of the way, and it leaves pennies. I know any further than that, and it's gonna get rid of pennies, and I forget what the next setting does, but that's pretty much how your discrimination works. There is something right here, and it's saying, well, it's jumping around between 10 and 25 cents, and occasionally a zinc penny. I'm gonna dig. It's a dog tag, not a military dog tag, but a dog tag. Oh. It's a rabies tag. Huh. Interesting. 2010. Stark County. Interesting. Well, it said 5 cents, suspiciously close to these snake holes. They must be stealing money from people. But anyway, and it came out with 5 cents. This also looks modern. I can't really tell. The numbers look very worn. Oh crap, that was the wrong side. 1975. Yeah, it's all blurry. That's amazing. That snake really is stealing people's money, because right on the other side of the hole is... And just beyond that was another nickel. Alright, well, new day, new location. I went to historic aerialphotographs.com, I think it was. Something like that. I'll put a link in the description. But, looking for places near where I live. And so I found pictures of North Canton, Ohio in 1952. And basically what I was trying to do is compare what it looked like back then and now, to see what places looked most similar and what places looked untouched. And this is one of the places. It's this wooded area over here. This is near a high school, which is over there. And across the street are over sort of there, are some baseball fields that also looked pretty much untouched from 1952. But I think I'll look around here a little bit and see if I can find anything. There we go. That one was an easy one to find. Zinc penny, yeah, 1991. First find. Second find of the day is also a penny, and also 1991. Can't see that, but huh. And another penny. I'm gonna be rich. This one's 1999. Well, you can kind of see this area where I've been digging. I dug here and dug in this area, and I found another penny. All in this little area. Someone's losing a lot of pennies. This one's 1990. And another one. This one's 2002. And another one to add to my collection. This one's 1998. I found a screw. Check that out. I think that's a button. That's my first button. I can't read what it says. It has like a circle pattern type thing on it, and I'll have to clean that off. Cool, first button. Well, that's interesting. I found a bullet casing. It's kind of broken off at this end, but the rest of it's still intact. I wonder what that's doing here. Look at that! The dirt changed color. But that's not why I'm making this video. I'm making this video because I found a penny. It looks like a penny. And no. Is that a dime? I don't know. It looks old. Whatever it is. I'm gonna have to clean that up and see. Well, I got excited for nothing. I washed it up in a water fountain over there, and it's just a 1976 dime. Not old. Well, guys, I just dug this hole, and in it I found this. It is metal. I don't know what type of metal it is, but it's thick. It doesn't look like it's crumpled metal. I'm not sure what it is. Guess we're gonna have to wait till I clean it up. I tried scraping it, but it just looks like a rock. I don't know what this is. Look at that. I found gold. What is that? Miller Highlight. That must be like a World War II badge or something. I think I've seen pictures of these. I found a ring. I think this is the ring that goes around the top of like a bottle or something, like a bottle cap. I found a bottle cap, and it still has bits of the bottle on it. That is Schaefer beer. don't know. 2004 dime. Found this very patriotic pencil. Looks like it's served in the National Guard. Oh, look at that. It has a bit of a wound right there, but pencil. Well, I found another one of those rings, and it is wrapped around one of those bottles, so that confirms my ring theory. Yeah, you get it, because it rhymes with string theory, but it's a ring because I found a ring and I had a theory about it, so it's a ring theory. Ring theory. 1984 dime. This is a tricky little bugger to get. That is a 1977 nickel, and once again the Bounty Hunter Sharpshooter 2 correctly identified that. It's really good at nickels. And a penny to go along with it. This is 1982, and it's shown up as a dime, so it's copper. Starting with this stuff, it's pretty self-explanatory. We have 4 nickels that one of them was found off to the side somewhere, but these 3 were all found in the same general area. Have a older penny that is copper, and we have this rabies vaccine tag. I thought it was more important or more special than it was, but still interesting. And these are the interesting things from just earlier today. I found a lot of pennies. I stopped recording some of the pennies that I found, but because there are just so many of them, I found like at least 15 pennies all in that same area. So someone must have just been dropping pennies everywhere. Found a couple old dimes, nothing too special, a couple nickels. So that's it as far as coins go. Quite a few of them, but low value. And here's something interesting. This is a bullet casing, or what's left of it, but I don't understand why it was there, unless it's really old, because that's a public park. I don't know. It's too old, too all rusted out to be able to read any markings on it, but it had that green sort of patina on it, and it's broken off at that end. But anyway, that's what's left of it. Now on to the junk. Bottle cap. I don't know what happened to that other bottle cap that I found. This was that big chunk of, I don't know, it looks like a rock. It still looks like a rock. Maybe it's a rock with some kind of high mineral content, I don't know. But it's a rock that apparently looks like a piece of metal to the metal detector. Here's that screw I found, nothing special. Various bits of twisted metal. And look at this. I found quite a few of these older style pull tabs, and you know what that means. I think that means like past the initiation or something. I'm officially a metal detectorist because I've never found these old style pull tabs before, and now I have. The first of many. But here's another one of those little rocks that look like just pebbles, but apparently that's metal. I don't know. The bottle rings, various bits of, looks like the wire that they use on those chain link fences, and more twisted metal. So that's pretty much it. This was the past couple days. The metal detector's working. Finding lots of stuff, and I can, oh my god! This is my first button. I can't believe I almost forgot that. Let's see. Yeah, that's not gonna zoom in. Let's see if I can read. It doesn't even look like there's any words on it. There's just a pattern made up of circles on it. Come on, focus. That's not gonna focus. Anyway, take my word for it. What's left of a button. Probably not all that old. I think it's like iron or steel or something like that. But that's pretty much it. And And also, I'm sorry about halfway through that video when I first started going metal detecting at that public park area, the video quality got really bad because after metal detecting at the state park, I made a point of formatting a 4 gigabyte SD card so that I could have lots of space to really record a lot. But I forgot the card at home, and when I brought my camera I couldn't use it because I didn't have the card, so I had to use my crappy cell phone camera. But from now on it's all going to be 720p HD, and it's not going to be that bad ever again because that's crap.